In this lecture, we will discuss about seed treatment, its importance, and methods of application. Pathogens as fungi, bacteria, viruses, and insects may present on seed coat, inside seed, and inside soil that may infect the seedling. Infected crop plants show less growth, leads to less yield. Some physical and chemical operations are performed with the seeds between processing and storage or sowing time to overcome these problems, which are known as seed treatment. Before treatment, grain is edible food for humans and animals, but after chemical treatment, it becomes seed and it make unfit for human consumption and used for crop production. Grains treated with protectants as malathion, reldan are not called seeds because they are edible for humans before and after the treatment. There are several advantages of treating the seeds. Controlling seed-borne diseases. Proper seed treatment is effective against most of the seed-borne insect pests and diseases. The chemicals used for seed treatment form a protective coating around the seed, which acts as a barrier to ward off attack by both seed-borne as well as soil-borne organisms, which may rot the seeds before germination or the seedlings immediately after their emergence. The seed treatment often improves germination by controlling seed surface molds, which may infest the seeds following moist harvesting or poor storage conditions affecting the viability of the seeds. Germination can also be improved by breaking dormancy, removing germination inhibitors, and treating the seeds with germination promoters. Protecting against storage insects. Even some fungicides such as Thiram and mercurials have insect repellent properties, but the use of certain insecticides such as DDT, methoxychlor and malathion have proven effective when combined with seed treating fungicides. Controlling soil insects. Use of certain fungicides and insecticides in combination protect the seeds and seedlings against certain soil insects such as wireworm and seed corn maggot until it becomes resistant to attack or can survive limited attack. If insect damage is heavy or confined to the roots and stalks, soil application rather than seed application is recommended. Reducing the cost of seed production. By sowing treated seeds, the expenditure towards spraying and dusting of insecticides and fungicides for crop protection is minimized, thereby reducing the cost of seed production. Protection of beneficial insects. The chemicals as insecticides and fungicides used for crop protection kill the beneficial insects which are important in pollination, thus reducing the yield. By using treated seeds, this problem can be avoided. Producing good quality seeds. By using treated seeds, a healthy crop can be raised and the seeds produced from such a crop are of good quality. Seed treatment protects the seed from insect pests and diseases in three ways. Seed disinfestation. Some pathogens or spores and insect pests or their pupa are present on the surface of the seeds. Removal of such organisms from the surface of the seeds is known as seed disinfestation. Seed disinfection. Some pathogens or mycelium and insect pests are present inside the tissues of the seeds. Killing of the infection seated inside the seeds is known as seed disinfection. Seed protection. Protection of the seeds and seedlings from the organisms present in the soil which may cause decay of the seed before germination or the seedlings is known as seed protection. There are several methods of seed treatment as mechanical treatment, physical treatment, and chemical treatment. In mechanical treatment, two methods are used. Proper cleaning. Infected seeds become rough, deformed, discolored, and lighter in weight, and so can be removed from the seed lot by using various separators, making separation on the basis of seed weight, surface texture, and color, etc., or can be removed by hand. By proper cleaning, inert matter and chaffy materials carrying contamination are also removed. Reducing mechanical injury. If harvesting, threshing, and processing machines are not in good condition and moisture content in the seeds is high, there may be more injury to the seeds and injured seeds are infected more easily. So, by reducing seed injury, the likelihood of infection by insects, pests, and diseases can be minimized. The seeds can be physically treated by different methods. Safe moisture content. Drying of the seeds to safe moisture level is the most effective method of preventing infection in seeds at which microbes as fungi, bacteria, viruses do not survive, which are different for different crops as 12% for cereals, 10% for cotton and soybean, 9% for legumes, 8 to 10% for oil seeds, and 8% for vegetable seeds. Safe storage of seeds. Some seed-borne diseases have very short life cycle, and if the seeds are stored for some time under proper conditions as low moisture and low temperature, the pathogens are eliminated. For example, ergot of bajra is eliminated in 5 to 8 months before sowing time and thus can be sown without any fear. Solar treatment. This treatment is very helpful in killing the pathogens and insect pests. This method is practiced during summer, May-June, when the day temperature rises to 40 to 50 degrees centigrade. In this method, the seeds are soaked in water for 2 hours in the morning and sun-dried for the whole day on cemented floor. Loose mud of wheat and barley and pink bollworm of cotton can be killed by this treatment. Dry heating of seeds. Some pathogens can be killed by keeping the seed at higher temperatures for some time. For example, tomato mosaic virus can be killed by keeping dry seeds of tomato at 70 degrees centigrade for 3 days, but excessive temperatures may affect seed germination. Hot water treatment. By soaking the seeds in hot water for some time, most of the seed-borne pathogens can be killed without affecting the germination of the seeds. If the seeds of cauliflower are soaked in hot water at 50 degrees centigrade for 20 minutes, Xanthomonas campestris, a bacterium, is killed. This method can also be used for cabbage, carrot, cucumber, onion, spinach, chilies, radish, turnip, etc. This method has got an additional advantage also, that some inhibitory substances inhibiting germination are also removed by washing. In this method, the bags of coarse cloth are half filled and dipped in water bath at an optimum temperature for recommended time. The seeds are then dipped in cold water and dried. Saline water treatment. By soaking the seeds in a solution of common salt, the infected seeds and sclerotia can be separated as they float over the water surface. Ergot sclerotium of bajra can be removed by soaking the seeds in 10% salt solution, and the wheat seeds infected by earcoccale angina tritici can be separated from healthy seeds by soaking them in 20% salt solution. Steam treatment. This method is more effective and safe in comparison to dry heating and hot water treatment. It requires lesser time and lower temperatures. Temperature control and seed drying are easy. Low germination loss. Seed coats of legume seeds remain intact, and linseed seeds do not become sticky as in hot water treatment. Chemical treatment. For killing or prevention of seed-borne pathogens, various fungicides, insecticides, and antibiotics are used which protect the seeds during storage, and the treated seeds produce healthy and vigorous seedlings. These chemicals can be used in various ways. Dusting. In this method, the seeds and the chemical in powder form are added to a rotating drum or cement mixing machine and mixed properly as shown in the diagram. Sometimes the desired quantities of seed and the chemical are mixed in the hopper box of seed drill machine before sowing, and this method is known as hopper box treatment. Various chemicals are used to kill the seed-borne infection by spores and insects by this method, such as agrocin, sericin, hexan, thiram, captan, Bordeaux mixture, Burgundy mixture, phytolon, giram, BHC, DDT, etc. The pathogens causing covered smuts of wheat, barley and oats, bunt of wheat, smut of jowar, root rot of groundnut and other crops, foot rot of pea, blights of various crops, rust and wilt of linseed, and black arm disease of cotton can be killed by this method. The only disadvantage with this method is that surface infection can only be checked and the pathogens deeply seated inside the seeds cannot be killed. Some systemic fungicides such as Vitavex and Benomil are able to penetrate into the tissues of the seeds. Slurry treatment. In this method, the seeds are mixed with a soap-like water suspension of the chemical in a slurry seed treater so that a protective coating is made over the seeds. The seeds are bagged to be used for sowing or storage after the completion of the treatment, and no drying of seed is required. This method of treatment is more effective than dusting. Liquid treatment. The treatment with solutions of some chemicals available in the form of liquid or wettable powders is known as liquid treatment. These can be applied in the form of spray or mist, or the seeds are soaked in the solution for some time so that pathogens seated inside the seeds are killed. Seeds of groundnut are soaked in 2 to 5% solution of formalin to control ticca disease. To control damping of tobacco, the seeds are immersed in 2% solution of Bletox 50. Some mercurial fungicides like sericin and mercury chloride are being used nowadays for treating the seeds of paddy and cotton. For controlling scurf of potato, the potato tubers are dipped in 0.25% solution of aeretan or tefazon for 2 minutes. These chemicals are very effective but are very toxic also. So after the treatment, the seeds must be washed with water and dried. The seeds should not be stored in high moisture and high temperature conditions and airtight containers. It is advisable to treat the seeds with these chemicals few days before sowing. Captan and Thiram are safe chemicals. The seeds are immersed in 0.2% solution at 30 degrees centigrade temperature for 24 hours, and 250 gram of the chemical is sufficient for treating 1 quintal of seed of maize, sorghum and bajra. Some antibiotics are also being used nowadays, as bacterial canker of tomato can be controlled by soaking the seeds in the solution of streptomycin. Mist treatment. In this method, the fungicidal suspension is distributed in the form of droplets during the treatment. This is the most effective method of treating seeds, as the seeds are covered with the chemical completely. The Mistomatic seed treater is used for applying the treatment to the seed directly. Seed coating. Sometimes a uniform layer of the treating chemical is formed over the seeds so that the seeds become free flowing, and this coating protects the seeds and seedlings in the field after sowing. Some seeds are very small and irregular in shape and create problem in mechanical sowing. These are made spherical and of uniform size by adding certain other substances with the treating chemical so that the calibration in the sowing machine is possible. Fumigation. The use of insecticides in gaseous form during storage is known as fumigation. These chemicals are found in gaseous form at normal temperature or are in liquid or solid form and change to a toxic gas when mixed with air. Methyl bromide 0.5 to 0.75 kg per 1000 cubic feet can be used for 24 hours. Ethylene dichloride and carbon tetrachloride or EDCT mixture 10 to 12 kg per 1000 cubic feet can be used for 24 hours. And phostoxin 5 globules per 2 tons of seed treatment is carried out for 5 days.